Last week, the entire PlayStation community, yes, these ponies, were feeling like life is a hurricane.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
I mean, after that news dropped that Helldivers 2 was coming to Xbox, I mean, these ponies just crashed out. There were some ponies who didn't make it. They are completely insane now.
I have an annuity, but I need cash now. Oh, JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
I was like, how could these ponies recover? How could these ponies recover from this? Is there no hope for the PlayStation community? Is there no hope for the ponies? Well, I thought the ponies would have taken a rest after being embarrassed by Sony. Well, it hasn't been 5 days and these ponies were back at it, capping. Now, what were they capping about? Well, they were capping that apparently Christopher Dring, we all know Christopher Dring, he is the gaming journalist with the blue eyes.
You got blue eyes, bro. Come in. You got blue eyes. One blue that way, one blue that way.
Come on, don't laugh at our boy Christopher Dring. You see, Christopher Dring made a statement that the entire PlayStation community held on to with their life because of that embarrassing Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox. Yes, these guys really started to make all sorts of videos based on the statement Christopher Dring said. Not only these ponies, but the so-called gaming journalists who supposed to do research, who supposed to ask questions, have interviews to come to a clear conclusion before they adopt, a story. Those guys, all, the ponies and the journalists, all look completely stupid. So sit back and relax. Let's see who were the individuals talking all sorts of rubbish and now they have to recant. Let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. Okay guys, before we continue the video, do me a favor. Take some time and hit that like and subscribe button. By doing that, of course, you would aid in our goal to reach 5,000 subscribers. Of course, you're not subscribing for free. You would be getting some of the best Xbox content this side of the internet. And of course, we specialize in the Sony pony salt, exposing these gaming journalists and the so-called gaming media, how there is a clear bias against Xbox. So if this type of content interests you, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button today. Well, let's get back to the video. So how did all of this begin? Well, a couple days ago, someone reported allegedly that someone from Arcane said that Gamepass is unsustainable and damaging, says Arcane founder. Right? So this was a claim by a lot of gaming journalists. This is what Arcane was saying. Now, since the discussion went on, Christopher Dring threw his opinion into the arena. And this is what Christopher Dring said. So costs associated with Game Pass business is fees paid to third parties, marketing, service costs, and by that measure, it's profitable. What they don't count is the lost revenue that Xbox first-party studios are seeing as a result of the service. I have to imagine if first-party studios receive a similar compensation, the profitability might not be correct. So in other words, Christopher Dring is basically saying that Game Pass is not profitable if you take into consideration the lost revenue of first-party games is experiencing as a result of being on Game Pass. So this is what Christopher Dring said. And what is very interesting is the media and Sony fans' reaction after him saying that. And after he said that, I was like,
so we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So we didn't learn. Comprehension. We didn't.
I mean, everyone is so quick to run with the latest negative Xbox news. I mean, I expect this from the ponies, but I mean, even some Xbox fans was believing Christopher Dring. I mean, these guys didn't realize that Christopher Dring was the same journalist who said that, Microsoft was moving away from Game Pass. Couldn't you guys remember after the ABK deal, he was basically saying that to let Xbox fans know that that Microsoft won't be putting ABK games onto Game Pass. You all remember?
But it's interesting. I was watching Michael Pactor's podcast and he was talking about how it's all about Game Pass for Xbox. Yeah, I actually was hearing that that Microsoft is putting a little bit less focus on Game Pass. So.
So why would persons believe this guy knowing his track record? Well, when he said that, a lot of persons reacted to it. Look at this. You'll even see one Xbox dude reacting to this and later having to, recant. And this is what I'm saying. These guys just believe everything that they hear. Look at this.
Streets Porter Rock 77 back with another video. And lately the industry's crazy, right? This is just wild. But now we come to find out why Game Pass or why Microsoft claimed that Game Pass is profitable. Well, the truth is the main reason why Microsoft and Phil Spencer said that, Game Pass is a profitable subscription service. It is profitable and sustainable, is because they never counted first-party development costs as part of the program or as part of the business model.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Right? So right here, this is Charlie Intel, paraphrasing Chris Dring. Microsoft has reportedly now stated that Xbox Game Pass is only profitable as a service if you don't include the cost it takes to develop their first-party games. Previously, the company said the service was profitable, right? So this is from Chris Dring. Chris Dring is editor-in-chief and co-founder of the game business, right?
And he is a liar. And now you guys are looking like fools believing that, guess what? Xbox is not profitable. Foolish!
Hey there gamers, Dreamcast Guy here. Today we're talking about Xbox because they just released a statement admitting that they have been lying. They have lied in hundreds of podcasts and interviews. Every statement by Phil Spencer, it is all completely made up.
That's stupid, guys. Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Yes, we expect nothing less from Meth Head Guy. Now, what was surprising is that even Xbox guys fell for this lie. I can't believe someone like is it ANG or AGN fell for this. Listen to him when it is he initially found out the news from Christopher Dring, what he said, and then afterwards notice what he said after.
These certain companies, they're liars. So Christopher Dring talked to Microsoft. He asked them for clarification on Game Pass being profitable claim, right? And was told that no first-party cost were included in those reports. Never.
Oh man, what I tell y'all, man? What did I tell y'all?
Like I said, they hide stuff from you. How many people, once again, they look like fools right now because they weren't listening to me. It's a simple truth of saying that it just was not sustainable and it's not profitable in reality. And that they're hiding something from you and something is off. It's devilry. I've been telling people this the whole time. So are we ready to get to this truth? With Christopher Dring, this guy's a clown, I swear, in certain words. He definitely made a mistake, but it's pretty much the same thing, regardless, except on him realizing, and I just want to ask you guys this question, because this is just weird to me. Let's tap over here. He said here, right? So cost.
See, I respect all the Xbox content creators, but sometimes you guys are too reactive and you guys are too quick to report on some of these stories. And when it is you do, because you want to be the first to report on the story, you sometimes look like a fool, because guess what? Just about 24 hours later, look what happened. Christopher Dring recanted everything he said about what he initially said about Game Pass not being profitable and sustainable. And now some of you guys look goofy. Yeah, some of you guys look goofy because of what it is you all believed from Christopher Dring. Let me just say this. Whether Microsoft makes a profit should not be any consumer's business. What we should be studying about is if Xbox is continuing to put good and great games onto Game Pass. If you are not a shareholder in Microsoft, why are you concerned if Game Pass makes a profit? When it is you buy a dollar meal in McDonald's or Burger King, do you ask if they are making a profit off of that meal? Well, I mean, I'm trying to understand what is the obsession of knowing whether Microsoft is profitable or not. That is none of my business, and it shouldn't be your business either as a consumer. We are getting to eat some of the best games on Game Pass. Whether Microsoft make a profit on it or not is none of our business. That is for Microsoft to figure out. What is even going on here in these gaming streets? Now you guys look stupid, and now guess what? Hopefully you guys learn something from it. Although I know it's going to happen again. I know it's going to happen again. Listen to this video.
Turns out Xbox Game Pass is profitable even with first-party costs. The claim that Xbox Game Pass is profitable has been thrown into question ever since the mass layoffs last week. Amid these conversations, the game business editor-in-chief Christopher Dring revealed that no first-party costs are included in the calculations. So, when factoring them in, Xbox Game Pass might not be profitable after all. But this morning, Dring pinned another tweet to set the record straight. He stated that sources have reached out to tell him that even when you include the lost revenue associated with first-party games, not just unit sales, but microtransactions, Game Pass is still profitable.
I think everybody understands that Game Pass isn't free.
Yeah. I get
Okay,
what
I
you
just wanna
mean.
make sure that-
Right, but like,
It's sort of the best marketing that people still say, oh, for free?
It's the cost of doing
This
business,
sucks.
right?
pretty good point. Like,
Well, so Game Pass is profitable, Xbox is profitable, and I've said sustainable. People's like, is that profitable or not?
Confused commenters noted that Dring mentioned first-party development costs yesterday, not sales. But Dring quickly clarified, yes, dev cost / spend does not come under Game Pass P&L, profit and loss. Because obviously dev cost can also be recouped via microtransactions, premium sales, DLC, etc. Another interesting note from Dring's tweet is the importance of PS5 ports in this equation. As he explained, studios can now make stronger margins on premium sales, as we've seen already in recent months with first-party Xbox games skyrocketing to the top of the PlayStation charts. In April, for example, Oblivion Remastered was the platform's best-selling game, with Minecraft, Forza Horizon 5, and Indiana Jones and The Great Circle following suit. Such ports have clearly worked in Xbox's favor.
No other gamer is being treated as well as an Xbox Game Pass gamer. Because think about it. We are already seeing that all these games are being subsidized. So we are getting to play all these first-party games at a subsidized price. And guess who is paying for it? Ponies. Microsoft has decided in order to recoup this money, they are going to allow PlayStation gamers to pay full price for older games, for multiplats, for games that were on the Xbox platform 1 year in advance. Wow. So we are eating good thanks to the ponies. When ponies pay, we all win. So let me hear what you thought about this. Are you concerned about Xbox profitability, or are you concerned about games? Let me know in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.